Good morning.
Good morning. We're so glad to have you this morning for our spiritual 52 weeks challenge uh, with the Israel Temple Christian Methodist Episcopal Church. I, Reverend Freeman, my first and my wife, First Lady Freeman, Sabrina Freeman. We're here, and we're just glad to have you with us this morning. Uh, as we always do, we want to read our scripture, and then we'll give you the word that we'll be challenging you this week with. The scripture, as always, is First John 4 and 4. You are of God, little children, and have every excuse me and have overcome them, because he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. And that's our spiritual scripture to challenge us each and every day, that he who is in us is greater than he who is in the world. So we can do these challenges and meet them because God is with us. Amen.
Amen.
This week is week number 8. We're moving right along in this spiritual 52 weeks challenge. This is week number 8. And our word today is fabulous. So I'm ask my wife to give us the definition of that word, and we're going to talk about it.
Good morning again. And the word fabulous, the definition means extraordinary, especially extraordinarily large, amazingly good or unusual, wonderful, superb, similar word, tremendous, stupendous, excellent, marvelous. So those are some similar words to the word fabulous. And I guess this morning, this particular word, it's a personal thing, really, for each
Yes.
individual. But definitely it's a word that, we all need to look at ourselves as and try to live up to, because we all want to be fabulous, in life. We all want to wear fabulous clothes. We want to have, be a fabulous person. We want to just, as it said, extraordinarily large. Live the fabulous life. I've heard that before in different sayings, be fabulous, live the fabulous life. Go out here and get what you want in life. And to me, that's just saying, you have to work at things in life that you want. So why not go out here and do it fabulously? When we say, for instance, host having a party, we want our party to be grand. We want it to be great. We want it to be wonderful. We want it to be something that people look at and say, wow, this was nice, And so that's really what being fabulous is, going above and beyond to making sure that you are not just ordinary, but you're extraordinary. You go above and beyond. And so that is how we need to be in life. We need to go above and beyond and being the best person that we can be in life. Put that little extra in things that you do or behind what you do and the things that you say. Go above and beyond. Don't just be usual. Be unusual. Be unpredictable.
Right.
In things. And definitely, just live your life grand. We only have one life here on this earth to live. So just live it above and beyond what is called for us to do. And as well in serving, be fabulous when you serve. God is a God that wants us to serve people.
Right.
So just be fabulous in serving people. Go above and beyond and be extraordinary in serving people.
When I was thinking about this word myself, this is the first word that we have given to you or presented to you that is a personal word. Most of the words that we have given to you in the past have been activity words or that you can do for someone else. But this one is for you. It's something that you have to work on yourself and do for yourself.
Yes.
And when I thought about it, I thought about, there are many people out there. I asked a question, let me say it this way. I asked a question to the congregation yesterday in worship. I asked them, what do they see when they look in the mirror? And when I thought about this word, that question came back to mind and remembrance to me, because in order to be fabulous, you have to see yourself. So what do you see when you look in the mirror? What do you see of you when you look in the mirror? What do you see? Do you see a fabulous person, or do you see someone who is just ordinary, someone who is just plain, someone who is just basic, someone who is just trying to live, trying to get by, trying to make it? You know, I don't know about you, but I want to live a fabulous life.
Yes.
I want to have fabulous things. I want to be a fabulous person, so that when people see me, I don't even have to be in their presence, but they just see me, or they hear my name and a smile come on their face. You understand? In order for that to happen, I have to treat people right, and I have to treat people like they are fabulous. You know what I'm saying? I have to do things that is extraordinary, or extraordinarily special, not only to me, but to others. You know, so fabulous means, what do you see about yourself? What do you see of yourself? You know, we have a lot of people. There's a lot of people in this world. They don't see themselves. They don't even see themselves as good.
Right.
They don't even see themselves as average. A lot of people beat up on themselves as the world is beating up on them. On one end, they beating up on themselves on another. A lot of people don't even, they don't even look at the beauty at themselves. That when God made you, he said it was good, and that you are beautiful, and that you are fabulous. You know, I joke a lot with people. I tell them, I joke with them and tell them, when I look in the mirror, I look and say, ain't nobody look better than me. When I'm brushing my teeth, washing my face, fixing my hair, I say that to myself. I was, man, you look good. You look good. If you got to be able to motivate yourself,
yes,
to feel fabulous. If you don't, then you're gonna always be in a sluggish mood. You're gonna always be have that sluggish and that attitude that nothing good can come to me. And see, and when you walking in the spirit of being fabulous, you understand that you're opening yourself, that everything good that God has made is mine. And it can be mine. Why? Because I am of God. And if God is marvelous, if God is fabulous, if God is extraordinary, if God is excellent, then guess what? I am the fruit from that vine. So therefore, I'm marvelous. I'm excellent. I'm fabulous. So everything God has made that is good, it's mine.
Yes.
You have to believe that. That's how I think. That's not being conceited, but that's just being, you got to motivate yourself. You got to be able to see the good and fabulous things of the Lord in you. If you don't, you're gonna always walk around in defeat. And it bothers me, when I see young ladies, the only way they think they look good is when they pack on makeup all over their face. They putting extra weave in their hair to make themselves think themselves look good. When God made you, he made you beautiful. Yes. He made you fabulous, but what do you see in the mirror? It's not what I see. It's not what other people see of you. What you see of yourself when you look in the mirror. I hope you see yourself as a fabulous person.
Right. And, like my husband said, it doesn't mean that you feel that you're conceited. It doesn't make you think that you're better than somebody else, because, God created us all as individual people, and you have to look within yourself to pull out that beauty. We're all are special in our own separate rights. Me and my husband are not the same.
Right.
Yes, he created us, but we're not the same. So you have to pull from within you. Find that little special niche about yourself that that you love. And like he said, look in that mirror and tell yourself you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're handsome, and do all of those things. And it doesn't mean that, you're better than the next. It just means that within you, you are special. You have that fabulous little niche in you.
Yes.
And definitely we need to instill that in our children. I don't think we tell our children enough that they're beautiful,
right,
that they're handsome. And again, it's not boosting them up above another person because another person is the same. But it's just instilling that in an individual gives them that confidence and that ability to know that, hey, I am somebody. Because, sometimes children go through a lot in this world, with dealing with school and peer pressure and friends. And, we don't know what is said to our children on a daily basis in school. They could be being told anything, because sometimes ours come home and tell me some things, and I'm like, I know that little boy didn't say that to you, but then I have to realize, okay, calm down, mama, get out the mama mode and just instill in your child that he is, but he is of God, and that he is beautiful, that he's handsome and she's beautiful and so forth, and instill that wisdom and confidence in them, and that can go in any aspects of making our kids feel that they're fabulous, in school with learning and things. Sometimes, our kids don't like certain subjects in school. I know mine, got a few little subjects that they don't like and they prefer not to do. So we try to do different things with them to interact and instill in them that you're great in that subject. You may not be the best that there is in your class or amongst somebody else, but you're good in that subject. You're great in that subject. So we just also, not got to look at it as within ourselves, but it's still being fabulous and still being excellent, and it's still being amazingly good in other individuals as well. Because, we never know what somebody is going through.
Right.
And so therefore we need to let people know that, hey, God created you and he didn't create no junk. He didn't create no mess.
Right.
Now, whether you go out here and do things that is junk and mess, that's on you. And you got to be accountable for that. But let them know that God created you to be marvelous. And like you said, when we're made in God's image. So therefore, if God is all these things, so are we.
Yes.
So we got to let other people know, as well, even though it's something for us, this word, we still got to let other people know as well that they are these things as well, because everybody needs that little encouragement, that little kind word, and that little. Sometimes people don't get certain things at home.
Yes, that's it.
The world is telling you one thing, but you know indifferently, but yet you look at the world, and like my husband said, sometimes young ladies do these things because the world is telling them this is how we're supposed to look. We're supposed to have this shape. We're supposed to be this figure, this size. We're supposed to have on all this makeup. We're supposed to have all this long, beautiful hair. But be encouraged in who you are, who God created you to be. Because you can't be like that person on TV. People on TV that we see, actresses and models and different people, they got personal chefs, they got personal trainers. So they're getting these right foods cooked for them. They're getting this right, being able to go to a gym and work out without having
in their house,
in their own personal spaces. So we got to realize they have all of that extra stuff to do those things. Some of us don't, but you can still do it, but do it accordingly to how you need to do it. And we always have to hear this saying is stop trying to live like the Jones, settle down with the Browns, settle down with the Smiths. So be who you need to be, but know what you see on TV is not always reality.
That's right.
And a lot of stars are coming out now saying, yes, I was Photoshopped. I had this area cleaned up. I had this area cleaned up. And some of them are being very truthful at this time. So that's what our young ladies and our young men need to take heed to, is that, guess what? They are human just like we're human. They got to put one leg in their pants just like we got to put in our pants. They got to do everything that we doing. But sometimes because they got that little extra money, they're able to do things that we can't do. But not to say you can't do it, but you can do it accordingly to what your lifestyle is. So definitely know that, be who you are.
That's right.
Be fabulous in you.
That's right.
Love you, and go out here and just let the world know that, hey, I am an extraordinary person. God created me, and I am awesome.
I'm awesome. That's right. And then the things that you do, as my wife said earlier, when you put whatever you're doing, whatever you put your name to, whatever you put your your hands to do it with the word fabulous in mind.
Yes.
When I cut a head, I want each customer to receive a fabulous haircut so that they'll feel better when they look in themselves. They'll see that this haircut can't nobody didn't know no other barber. And I love it when I get through cutting a person's head and they look at me and say, "Man, this is what I've been looking for. I everywhere I went, they done messed it up, and you finally got it right." And I say, I just look at them and say, "Cause can't nobody do what I do." But I ain't boasting. I'm just letting them know this is how I feel. God gave me this talent. I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna boast that God gave it to me, because the same God that gave it to me, if I don't use it, He can take it away.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be fabulous in what He gives me, the talent that He's giving me. This weekend, I'll share this weekend. So many people. My wife, she's trying to get her business off the ground. Of being creative, her creative design business, and she does baskets and all this stuff you've seen that she does. Well, she did baskets for Mother's Day. You would be amazed how many people came to her station and saw her baskets and turn around and said, "I wish I would have came here first, because your baskets are so beautiful and they're so marvelous at the price that you're giving." And she always tell me, me and her both say the same thing when it comes down to our service. We ain't trying to get rich off of poor people. We just want to give back, what I'm saying, and let God multiply. And that's what God does for us. And she tells the people, "I'm not trying to overprice people. I just want to give you something quality that you can share with somebody else, and if that makes you feel good, that you didn't have to spend all your money and still gave somebody something quality,
yes.
a quality gift, that'll make that person feel good, that, man, you went out for this. Now, you ain't never got to tell them what you paid, but they looking at the gift and say, you giving me all of this?" In your heart, God bless me that I didn't have to spend that much, and then God bless the person who fixed it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing, domino effect, a blessing of being fabulous. You know what I'm saying? So when you start walking in this word of being fabulous, it'll be a domino effect that it's gonna rub off on somebody else. And because of her, this week, I just, they was just talking about her baskets like we done been every store, and no stores are giving us, beautiful, marvelous baskets like this, at the price that you're giving. And that made her feel good. That made me feel good. And so that's that domino effect of the fabulous coming back to us, letting us know we on the right track.
Yes.
So trust me, take this word, use it, and implement it, and know everything that you do, everything you put your hands to, your name on, make it fabulous.
Yes.
Do that extraordinary thing that only you can do, so that when somebody says, "I ain't never had that," say, "Yeah, because this is only I can do this." You know what I'm saying? Put your stamp of love on it.
Yes.
Put your stamp of being fabulous on it. And I guarantee you, it'll come back to you in more ways than one.
Yes. Go the extra mile.
It'll come back to you in more ways than
and it
one.
will pay off.
Yes. So anything else you got to say?
No, because I was gonna say what he was just saying with me trying to start a business and trying to get things off the ground. And that God just was revealing to me that I try to do this word, not so much as being fabulous, but try to go extraordinarily, try to, go above and beyond to give somebody that special feeling of when they receive this, and when they receive it, when a person gives it to somebody and that person receives it, that, hey, wow, I had a customer to call me, and she said, "I've never done something like this before." She said, "So tell me what you do." And I was telling her and stuff. And so she said, when she showed her husband the pictures, he's like, "You got all this for that? For that price? She charged you, right?" And so, it just made me feel good to know that I was going above and beyond, putting that extra effort into it, and that behind it, that, hey, I want somebody else to feel good about something that I'm
Yes.
creating.
Yes.
And in the long run, guess what? They're going to tell somebody.
Yes.
That person's going to tell somebody.
Yes.
And that's how you get the increase and the overflow of God's blessings in your life.
All because you decided I'm going to be fabulous in whatever I do. I'm going to make it fabulous. I'm going to put my godly touch to it. And me and God going to make this thing,
yes, yes,
you know, work out for the good for everybody, not just for me, but for everybody that it comes in contact with. And that's what that's being fabulous, you know. So when we take that attitude, things will work out. Things will work out.
Definitely, always go above and beyond what you think you can do.
Yes,
you can do extra.
Yes. So we gonna leave this word with you today. Go out, be fabulous.
Yes.
Live a fabulous life. There's a quote. My wife can pull it up. It says, dream big, live fabulous, life is wonderful. You know, so I saw that and I said, oh man, that's it. That's it. Dream big, live fabulous, life is wonderful. Yes. You know, you got to have that in you. Think that and watch God grow that in you, and that seed will grow in other people too. That's what we want. That's what we want to challenge you with today. Yes. So as we leave, we love you, and we just want to just leave you with our quote that we always close out with. What is it? Challenge yourself to be better, because if you don't, who will? We love you.
Yes, we love you.
And go forth this week being a fabulous person, because you are fabulous. God made you that way. Yes. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Have a great week.